Alright guys, so if you want to make way more money with meme coins, I'm going to give you the exact blueprint. And this is the same method the Fortnite streamers have been using to launch coins and literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars without even going to jail. But here's the thing, if you're struggling to make money in crypto right now, it's not because you're a bad trader, you probably just don't have the right system. And after thousands of hours sitting in my chair staring at charts, I finally found the formula that makes it almost impossible to lose money in crypto. So in this video, I'm going to give you the whole thing, plus some insane methods that pretty much no one on YouTube talks about.
You're now listening to
Rugpack motherfucking Labs.
Alright guys, so this is going to be literally the full guide on how you can stop losing money in crypto and pretty much just launch your own meme coins.
I just gave you opportunity of a lifetime, brother.
And this is how Fortnite YouTubers like Skeptic and Sway have literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars from launching coins. So ever since the new update, it is extremely easy to make money doing this. So the first thing you have to understand is that crypto is extremely unregulated and pretty much anything is legal in this industry. So first up, there's companies like Moonshot, and they have literally admitted to insider trading and bundling in leaked DMs. So next we have CZ and Binance, and they have done insane amounts of crimes, and they were actually at fault partially for the recent crypto crash where people literally took their own lives, unfortunately. Also off topic, but there was literally companies that pretty much offered KFC vouchers to people that lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on their site. So pretty hilarious. And finally, we have Glide.gg, and this company is fully ran by scammers. And we also have people like Hardsnipe, and he has fully fucking scammed his audience multiple times. Also guys, real quick, if you guys do want to join Rugpack, you are guaranteed $15,000, and you pretty much get a shit ton of ways to trade and launch coins, and you also get leaked calls, and you also get literally a ton of ways to make money outside of crypto to basically reinvest back into crypto. Also, if you guys want to learn how to literally print money making crypto content, you can also apply for Content Mafia, so feel free to apply for either of these. Also guys, I will be sending a ton of free SOL to people that either use my Axiom or Terminal link. And this is pretty much the new logo of Padre since it got acquired by Pump Fund. So just do at least one trade on either of these, and then message me on Twitter with your wallet address, and I will also send a $1,000 Visa gift card method for free.
We do not care.
Alright, so first up is research, and this is pretty much finding the idea of our coin. Alright, so the first way is what I call X Factor, and there's pretty much a bunch of different methods we can use. So one way we can do this is pretty much finding a meme with lore or backstory. So a great site for this is knowyourmeme.com. And pretty much anything government or crypto related is extremely good. Next would be finding a community on a social media or making your own meme coin community on really any social media like Discord, Facebook, or Reddit, or really anything else. So next is basically launching your coin in a weird or unique way. So it could be launched using a certain device, it could be launched with an animal, and it also could be launched in a weird or funny location. So really any of these are really good. Also, if any weird or funny news gets released, that can also be turned into a coin. Also, an insane method is pretty much when a company either names a mascot or an AI agent. So obviously in Rugpack, we literally have an AI tool that pretty much finds new mascots and new agents that have literally been named by companies. So feel free to use this. And obviously everyone knows this, but you can literally just use a tweet from either the government or a public figure. And for this, you do have to be extremely fast. Also, next is creating a live stream on Pump Fund. And in Rugpack, we literally give you a ton of tools and ideas, so you don't have to do any work for this. So lastly is basically creating your own meme or your own idea. And one option is making your own website or app with actual utility, but it is quite hard, so I do not recommend this. So next is basically copying a narrative or a meta, and this gets you free attention because people will literally recognize your coin instantly. And I also put some examples here for you guys to use. And then lastly, you can pretty much just turn something viral into a coin. So if you want to find trends extremely early on, you can use both these free websites. The first website pretty much just finds trends on Twitter extremely early. So I would recommend turning this and then making it United States. And yeah. And then the second website pretty much just finds trending memes very early on. So next is making your socials and your community. And this is pretty much how your holders will be able to communicate with each other to pretty much grow the coin on their own. So I would always recommend making a Twitter. And then Telegram and website or Gitbook is also optional, but you can do it. So I would always recommend verifying your X account, which costs $8. And then if you do want the gold check mark, it does cost $200. So you can do this if you are making like a huge project, or if you are like pretending to be, say, a politician or something like that, you can also do this. And then I would also recommend changing your location to Solana. Also, I would always recommend making a Twitter community for your coin. And this pretty much helps people to post memes and talk with each other. Okay, as for the actual information about the coin, you can just pretty much use this as reference. And then for the logo and the header, I'd recommend just using Canva. And yeah, it's 100% free. So another thing you can do is pretty much just link a Twitter or Google search. And this is really good if your coin is about a Twitter trend or a definition. Another thing you can do is creating a petition for your coin. So this can be really good if your coin is about pretty much an animal dying or something like that. And then these things are included in Rugpack, but one thing you can do is literally create a game for your project. And then another is pretty much creating interactive VR videos with your coin. So these videos are literally insane. Okay, as for pre-launch, you can use this checklist. And then I would always recommend launching on weekdays because surprisingly, actually on weekends, there's way less volume. So first up, you want to tweet your token address. And then I would recommend making a pinned tweet with a few different things. So you can include emojis, you can include hashtags, and then you can also at Solana. So you can say like built on Solana or built on pump fund. This is extremely good. And then I would recommend using AI to make art and memes, and then you can just post it in the community. And you can also use AI to pretty much make a thread with lore or backstory. So as for actually launching and selling, you can either launch onto pump fund directly, or you can launch onto pump fund using our bundler. And this pretty much allows you to farm creator rewards. And then you can also hold literally up to 70% of your coin. So it's literally insane. Okay, so step 1 is configuring the wallets and the socials. And it literally allows you to choose how much you want each wallet to pretty much buy with. And then the wallets will literally automatically snipe the coin before anyone else. So next you can send SOL to the payer wallet, and it will automatically distribute to every single wallet. And then yeah, it'll let you launch the coin, but I would recommend using ghost mode. Like if you don't use ghost mode, you're literally gonna be fucked. Next, you can either use the dev bait method, or you can pretty much use any of these tools in rugpack. Okay, as for actually shilling the coin, you can pretty much say it's a CTO, even though obviously it is not. You can also make memes with AI, and then you can also post the holder count or volume. This is extremely good. And then if you want to update dexscreener, it does cost like $300, so this is optional. Also, you can make 3D models and worlds, so this is included in rugpack. And then if you want to use these 2 free websites, it pretty much finds movie scenes that are similar to your coin, so these can be really good. So as for actually exiting the coin, I would recommend selling slowly because it is more ethical, but you can also rug the coin and pretty much sell 100% with every single wallet. And then after that, you can pretty much send the SOL from every single wallet to your main wallet, and then you will also receive the creator rewards automatically. All right, thank you guys for watching. And obviously, if you guys do want to join rugpack or Content Mafia, you are guaranteed $15,000. But if not, no pressure. And I hope whatever business or whatever fucking thing you're working on fucking works out and you make a shit ton of money. So thank you guys. Peace.